everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with Lucretia. I, of course, am Lucretia, so hi! Welcome to the channel. If you're new, hello. If you're old, hello again. It is time for a whip and ramble. Now, what is whip? Work in progress, which, as you can see, is my Chuck Pinson that, yes, is still not done. No, I'm beginning to think it won't ever be, but I'm still trucking along, y'all. All I can do is truck along on it, right? My life has been a bit chaotic here lately, so I haven't had as much time to sit in here and yap at you all and work on this and just time to sit here and go, you know. Has anyone ever had a life that's so chaotic they just don't have time to just sit there and go, relax time, right? Yeah. Mine, like I said, mine's been a bit chaotic. I will catch you up with life in general in a minute. First, a great big hello to all 162 people I have out there. Y'all, I guess I'm going to have to do a redraw because the person that won the deal... What are you doing back there? Okay. Well, I did the draw. I didn't show it on the computer. I guess I needed to because the person that I tried contacting never has got back up with me. So, stay tuned for a redraw. I'm going to have to find an app. If anyone's used an app, like a spinning wheel app, that you can put in all 150 names or whatnot, let me know. I am looking for one. I haven't done my research, so I haven't found one yet. I want one easy to use. Okay? So let me know down below if you know of such an app. I would greatly appreciate it. And once again, if I attempt to contact you and you don't get it, you know, if you don't respond, I can't be sitting here holding the $40, y'all. I'm going to spend it. if that keeps happening. Have you seen the sales lately? DAC is trying to kill us. They're releasing 25 Christmas kits. I'm not sure what Dreamer is doing. I think they're doing Halloween still. They were releasing Halloween kits. Or fall kits. They were having like a fall special or something. I'm like, y'all are killing me. I'm trying to be on a no-buy, and y'all are killing me with the cute pictures over here. Dreamer has one it's like of all different kinds of dogs dressed up for Halloween, and I'm not much for Halloween, okay? But the dogs in the costume got me, and I'm like, I can't. I've got some bills to pay. I've got some things in my life that you know, and I have a stash and a stack of diamond paintings. I really don't need no more. I really, really, really don't need any more. But yet I want more. Who else has that problem? They don't need any more, but yet they want them all. Right? Yep. That be me. That would be me. I think that's just about all of us in the diamond painting community. We all have our own little stashes of things we like doing, and you know, whether it be projects or sewing or whatnot. Yeah, we all have that little craft that we like doing, or crafts for some of y'all. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, enough rambling on that. Let's get started. I have like a list of topics. I mean, just a piece of scrap paper here with topics. So yeah, let's pick a topic and go with it. Like I said, this is going to be a whip and ramble. Work along with me. Listen to me ramble. Maybe you'll get some work done on your project. I'm hoping to on mine. We shall see, right? We shall see. It's coming up on towards getting the end of fall, and it's like, y'all, I'm still working on my fall picture. People are decking out for Christmas, and I'm still working on fall, but you know, that's okay. It's a beautiful picture. I'm thinking seriously about, if I do buy more stuff, it's going to be the smaller kids, because I just can't get these great big ones done in a reasonable fashion. So, and I would hate to be one of these YouTubers that has all these companies sending them stuff, and then they're wanting a review type thing, because it's like, okay, I haven't had time to work on it, but yeah, I got it. Looks pretty. Haven't worked on it. Don't know how the drills are, type of thing. But that's why I don't. That's why I don't work for other companies and do a lot of unboxings. I do my own unboxings on stuff I buy, not on stuff that no one pays me to do anything. Even my Dreamer design is, they don't. No one's bought anything, so no one's used my code. Which, by the way, is I think it's Lucretia. Crafting with Lucretia 10. And that'll get you 10% off your first order. So, like I said, no one's used it yet, so I don't know if it works. Good luck with that. Right? Okay, on with the next topic. That was the introduction to the Whip and Ramble, right? Okay, so it's Crafts Festival time here in the Ozarks. That's always a fun topic. I love crafts. I love going to crafts fairs. I'm getting older where I can't walk as far to them, but I do like pushing myself and going and getting one. I went to one here a couple weeks ago and got me, went to one here in town, well, not here in my town, but in a nearby town, we'll say it that way, and got me some apple butter. Now, if you're from Missouri, from my part of Missouri, and I mention apple butter, there's one fair or festival that will come to your mind automatically. Yep, that's where I went. Probably, anyway. I'm not going to say specifically, but probably that's the one I'm talking about. Okay, if you're talking about apple butter making days, that's the festival I went to. And it was very nice. I went, well, Quincy and I both, it was on a Friday morning, and they're busy on Saturday. You do not want to go on Saturday. It is wall-to-wall people. I know, I went there it's been about 3 years since we've been out there, and it was wall-to-wall people. It was like waves, and a worse Black Friday, grab stuff on the go type thing. But anyway, so I went up there, I got me some apple butter, got me a sweater from Mojo. He does not like said sweater. He also does not like these handkerchiefs. And I got him a Christmas one and a fall one, and I'll just throw them on the screen right here. Here's the Gobble Till You Wobble. That's his fall one, Thanksgiving one. And then here's his Christmas one. Now, once again, he doesn't like things on his collar. So, Gingerbread Man, while it's cute, and the Gobble Till You Wobble, they're cute, they won't be used. He won't tolerate it. Like I said, I got him a red plaid sweater to keep the cold off, because when he goes outside, he's a short-haired dog. He's a blue heeler. You guys have seen him. And he's got short fur, as opposed to all my other dogs in the past have had super long fur. So I got him a little sweater. He'll tolerate the sweater better than the bandanas. Y'all, he doesn't even like the sweater that much. He's one of these dogs that's going to be running around literally butt naked. Well, for a dog anyway, I guess that's fine, but it's just like, you're going to freeze. No, I'm fine, Mom. I can outrun the snowflakes. Okay, Mojo. Good luck with that one. Yes, I'm talking about you, Timmy. He just nudged my knee. Like, I hear you, Mom. I hear you. No, you don't. Go back to sleep, boy. Yeah, go back to sleep. So, yeah. Let's see. So, I'm loving not the farmers markets, but the craft festivals. Although, my husband and I went to the one in the apple butter making days. And I think I mentioned in one of the other videos that he has developed varicose veins really, really bad. Has anyone ever heard of varicose veins rupturing? let me know down below on that question. Have you heard of it? Have you experienced it? We are currently going through it. We're waiting on the specialist in the 1st of November, which is like next week or two. And then we get to go up there to the big city and find out what kind of surgery he needs, how much it's going to be, when it's going to be, all that fun stuff. So he's going to have that varicose vein surgery because his veins are popping out of his legs, and that's not a good thing for veins to do. Okay, the 2 times it's happened have been here at the house, thank goodness. And the first time, it scared the holy out of me. And he had just gotten out of the shower, was sitting there in the chair, and he's like, "Hey, honey, he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting my pajamas on, why?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing, I might need a ride here pretty quick." And I'm like, "Okay." My wifey's senses already went up, because he's a klutz, okay? And I'm thinking, oh God, I just left you 3 seconds ago. What the heck could you have gotten into? And I'm like, what did you do? And I come around the corner and I'm like, what did you do? And here he was spouting blood from a leg, vein that had ruptured, and he was bleeding all over the place. I'm like, yeah, that's not normal. I'm like, what did you do? He's like, nothing, I just touched my leg. You shouldn't be able to touch your leg and that happened. And so it was pumping pretty good, so I called 911 for him and had him taken to the hospital and got him all patched up. Got up there and whatnot. The doctor told us what to do if it happened and what he assumed was going on with him, which, he's pretty right, because we've talked to the specialist, and he's like, yep, sounds like you got him pretty bad if you're rupturing. And I'm like, yeah, that's so not normal. And he's like, how long have you had varicose veins? And we're like, we just found out. I mean, with medical issues, it's like, we don't know we have them until it rears its ugly head. And then when it rears its ugly head, it's too late. It's like, hold on, things are about to get rocky. And you're like, great. Peachy. So, yeah, now we're waiting on specialist visits, and, he's contacted the insurance, and they've okayed it, and so, they're like, oh, yeah, we work with that doctor, and he's in our plan. I'm like, well, that's good. And come to find out, the doctor that we're using, Quincy's using, one of our ladies at church, she had this done a while, I don't remember, several years ago, or a couple years, 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. Within the last 4 or 5 years, I think. But she was like, yeah, I had that done, a little bit ago, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. And I had Dr. So-and-so. I was like, wait a minute, Dr. So-and-so. I was like, up at the big city hospital? And she's like, yep. I'm like, and I rattled off the address. She's like, yep. I'm like, oh, cool, that's the same doctor they requested us go to, or they referred us to, and you're like, yeah, she's like, yeah, he's really good, he's, he'll explain everything to you, and it'll be nothing, you'll be fine. I'm like, well, that's good. So that was kind of a little bit of breathe of relief, because my hubby got a good doctor, yay, that's always nice to know. Because you don't want to be going into surgery and find out that, hey, you don't have a good doctor. Apparently this guy's one of the best in our area, so that's always good. That's always good when you find out you have a good one. Oh, goodness. So what's the weather been like in your neck of the woods? Is fall over? Is it still fall? Are you still enjoying fall? Are you gearing up for Halloween? If so, what are you decorating? How are you decorating your house for Halloween? I'm not decorating mine, but I'd love to. I mean, I don't really like Halloween, but I love fall. But one of these days, I'm going to decorate for fall. Although it may not be this house, because you see, whenever I was talking to you about my husband's leg situation, right? Grab you some tea, I'm going to. his work, his work is kind of being a horse's butt on his, oh, we call it the time off from medical time off that he might need for the surgery. And that's not the one I need. Hang on, I'm looking for, watch out, Mojo. Don't want to run over your paws. I think that's the ones I need. Country Blessings, yep, that's the ones I need. Ran out of orange, y'all. I'm running out of orange. Okay, so back to my hubby's legs and his work, right? 9:47. His work is being a horse's butt about it. And so they're telling him that whenever he goes out on medical leave, pretty much don't bother coming back because we're going to fire you. You know, now, he's worked there for only a short amount of time. He's been with the company before, but they're being, I don't know how to say it without cussing, but very bad people about the whole situation. And, yeah. So anyway, now on top of having the medical issue, and now we're in the process, we're thinking of being in the process of moving so he can go find a better job. Now, we tried this about 3 or 4 years back of moving and selling the house and whatnot, and it didn't work out too good. But he wants to go back to this one company that he set at and did like braiding work for wire cables or something like that. I don't really understand it, but anyway, it makes about the same amount of money he makes now with the chicken plant, and he's, you know, we're getting older. He's having health issues. I'm having health issues. It's in a big city where you don't have to drive. Here where I'm at now, you have to drive an hour either way to get medical help, okay? I mean, we have a hospital, we have like a small doctor's office, yes. But for like specialist or anything major, you have to go to the big city. So why not move to one of the bigger cities or on the outskirts of said one? And that way, at least instead of an hour, it might be, you know, just across town or a 20-minute drive. That beats a whole hour, because trust me, I cannot sit there for a whole hour in a car watching the world go by. I don't travel that well anymore, so it makes sense to be closer. Although I'm not looking forward to the possibility of moving, because we've been in this house for like 8 years-ish. And I don't remember a lot of the other places that we've lived in because of my medical issues. So my memory is very bad. I don't, bits and pieces of you know, here and there. But, yeah. I'm not looking forward to the possibility of potentially moving, potentially of having all that expensive of deposits and, you know, the moving truck and this, that, and the other, and it's just, yeah, my husband keeps talking about it every time we chit-chat, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Shut up about the move. I don't want to. And he even asked me, like the other night, he's like, if you don't want to move, just tell me. I was like, no, I know what's better for us, and I just, you know, I was like, I have my issues. I have my issues with it. And I won't go into, you know, what all they are, but I have my issues with it. He's like, yeah, I know. I don't really want to either, but there's nothing here for us. We've kind of outgrown the city, for like he says it. And I'm like, you know, you get to a certain point in your life, you don't want to go out and party. You don't want all the noise. You don't want, you know, I just want to be able to relax and maybe go to the grocery store. Is that asking too much? You know? And he was like looking it up on the internet. He's like, yeah, but this city has 3 dog parks, multiple doctors' buildings, and multiple hospitals. And I'm like, yeah, and several city parks to go and walk in. and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Not too keen on it, but okay. So yeah, now we start the process. And I sat him down the other night and said, okay, well, look, if you're going to talk apartment or moving, I need to know, because I'm the one always stuck doing the research. I'm like, I need to know what you want. What do you want? You always leave it to me to find the place to live. What do you want? Do you want a house? Do you want an apartment? Do you want a duplex? Do you want, we're not quite old enough for senior citizen living yet. We're only in our 50s, mid-50s. So I am on disability, so that might qualify us for some low income. I don't know. I have to do my research on that one. And plus there's a waiting list on low income. So, even if I did find one, it might not be, I don't know, the right one for us per se. But, he was like, oh, I want lawn care. I want a maintenance man because we're, having our health issues. And if something breaks, our heater and air conditioner, it kind of could use a little work. We've been trying for a couple years to get it fixed. Can't ever save enough money to do it with. And it's just like, I give up on trying to maintain it. And that's not right. If it's going to pot, I don't know. It's just a pain. But that's kind of where we're standing on that. Again, like I said, I'm not too eager to move. It's about an hour away from where we're at now, and it's just like, I don't relish moving, the thought of moving. But anyway, next topic. What was the next topic? Okay, I've talked about Crafts Festival, hubby's leg, his work, moving. Yes, with the moving, we're thinking of having a yard sale, and he's also left me to organize the yard sale. Yeah, I'm not liking that either. Next topic. Let's see. Book sale, book club. Book sale? No, book club. That's book club. So because of these lovely doctor's appointments, I have to miss my next book club, which I was hosting, which I've been enjoying my book club, and I kind of hate to move away, but if I move this far, I'll be outside the area of this particular library in my town, so it's just like, And the library I'm going to doesn't really have a good book club. Yeah, so there's that. But I don't know, there might be places for me to volunteer and get a part-time job and try to, find something, so it might be for the best. Y'all, I feel like I'm ranting on that topic. Okay, next topic. So the book I was talking about for my book club, it was let me move my scissors, the book I was doing was The Brightest of Dreams by Susan Mason, and it's about this kid, well, he's not kid, he's 18, 21 years old. He comes back from the war, and this is over there in England, based in Canada. Blah, I can't even talk. And his mom gets sick. He's away at war, and his mom gets sick. His dad has already passed away. And so mom gets sick and has to send the kids off to an orphanage so they will get care because she can't take care of them, right? We hear that a lot. So anyway, he gets out of the war and comes home and finds out, mom doesn't tell him what all's been going on, that, hey, I'm sick, I'm in this nursing home, and, blah, blah, blah. No one's contacted him and let him know. He goes back to the house. Other people are living there. And he's like, what happened to my mom and family? I don't know. We bought this house, so, a little bit ago. So he has to go across country to find his family. If he finds his mom, she's like in one of the nursing homes, hospital type thing. And she tells him that she had to give up the kids because she couldn't take care of them. And so it starts him on a journey to find his siblings, which he does manage to find. There was 3 siblings, and he does manage to find all 3 of them. I'm I have finished the book, so I do know that only 2 of them wanted to come with him to, the girl, she was fixing to get married, so she's not going to leave her fiance. It's like, I'm starting a new life over here. I'm good. Thanks. So anyway, it was a good book, and I was going to make, in the book, they're English, right? Or England or whatever. And so they were all talking about when they wanted to sit down, they'd have tea and biscuits. Which biscuits, they come to find out, is actually a name the Englanders call cookies, right? Kind of a cookie thing, cookie dessert treat. And so it's fall season here, and I was gonna make maple shortbread cookies, right? And take to my book club. Well, because of the doctor's office, I'm not going to be able to go to that particular meeting, but I did tell my librarian friend, hey, I'm not going to leave you in a bind. I took over the decorations the other day that I had, because we decorate the table and the, nice place settings and what have you, right? And so I decorated, I took over the decorations, and I still got to make cookies. But that's not till next week, so that's fine. But she was very appreciative, and I gave her a donation of money to help with drinks or anything else she might need. I was like, I'm not going to leave you in a bind. I take my responsibilities seriously. I will drop off the cookies the day before, and at least you can have some, cookies and tea to drink, because they're always talking tea and biscuits. And she was like, oh, that's cute. What kind of cookies are you going to bring? And I was like, maple shortbread. Now, I did not know this about my friend at the library. I just know her by her first name, right? Apparently her last name is Maple. She's like, you're making maple cookies for me? And I'm like, well, for the whole group. She's like, do you know what my last name is? I'm like, no, I have no idea. I know you as such and such. And she's like, my last name's Maple. And I'm like, oh, cool. Cool. But anyway, she was good with it. She understands, and she is a Christian, and so she put in her church bulletin also to pray for my hubby, which I thought was very sweet. My church was praying, her church was praying, a lot of people are praying for Quincy, and it's appreciated. So if you want to, pop in a prayer for him, by all means do so. But anyway, I think that is... And the other book that I wanted to listen to for my other book club after this one is The Bookshop of Secrets by Molly Rushmeyer. Now, I was doing my research for the Baker's Book Club, right? And this was actually, the next book is actually one of my runners-up. I'm like, what a coincidence that is. And I tell my friend about it at the library that's the librarian, and she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, that was one of my other choices. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But I'm going to have to listen to them on audiobook because of, appointments and whatnot. But that's fine. I can sit in here and diamond paint and listen to my audiobook and still stay up with the group and the discussion and whatnot. But I'm going to let you go. I got to let the dog out and do some other stuff. So I will see you when I see you. Stay crafty, y'all. Stay happy. Bye.